Hello, friends. I'm Spire meteorologist James Van Fleet. In today's edition of our Spire weather and climate video, we are going to address a very unique storm setup that is beginning on the West Coast, which I know you've heard about with the atmospheric river and the total precipitation that is covering from basically Canada down to Baja California. But this storm will be huge, literally sweeping across the entire U.S. It will come in from the Pacific as we're seeing, exit out the Atlantic, and the entire low and front that's associated with it will run from Canada to Mexico to the Gulf, literally touching just about every state we have with some type of impact and weather. So I want to show you our high resolution model, and then I'm going to show you a couple of cool features that have just recently been added to our high resolution setup. Of course, as we are talking about this system starting today, coming through Thursday, snow up in the mountains, of course, and in elevation, and a lot of rain and heavy rain that will be producing flooding in areas like Southern California as we go through the overnight hours Wednesday night into early Thursday. Then as this system comes across, the low starts to spin up right around the Kansas City, St. Louis area, but then really explodes as we get into Saturday. This is still the low, that comma shape, a very strong low, but the front that's associated with it, you can see running from Canada down to the Gulf. And the area, one of them that we're super concerned about, will be on Saturday here in Mississippi, Alabama, and portions of Georgia. Now, backing it up, we still have a chance for some severe weather in and around areas of Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Missouri, into Arkansas as we get into Friday, Saturday. But the real explosion looks to be right here. And you can see even portions of eastern Louisiana going all the way up to around North Carolina and Virginia, with that bullseye again focused on areas like Atlanta, Birmingham, Montgomery, Chattanooga, Knoxville. I think we see you in parts of this, but the heaviest and most concerning is this area right here. Think of it as a triangle: Atlanta, Birmingham, Montgomery, right in this spot. And then as that exits out on the East Coast, you can see, again, touching from Canada all the way down to Florida and into the Gulf, where we still may have some severe weather lingering in Florida and coastal Carolinas up to the Delmarva Peninsula on Sunday. A couple of cool features I want to show you. As we said, we have added more severe weather parameters, which these are all the parameters that I have been using in television for so many years. You see upper air, thunderstorm, and severity. Some really nice features have been added, and just giving you a quick little visual what some of that looks like. Some of the hail we could be seeing with this storm system, yeah, hail is possible. Very almost like late spring setup here in early spring. 3/4 of an inch hail, so we're talking around nickel size or so in portions of the Florida Panhandle up to south central Alabama, so LA on into just south of Montgomery. And as we go through the day on Saturday, that will come into areas of Georgia too. Looking like that may miss the Atlanta metro, but not by much. So I still think that's a risk there. And into Macon, where we still see 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch hail. And then the jet stream and the upper levels really painting that picture, because as we see that explosion of storms, this is all convergence and divergence. So when we have a jet streak of 160 miles an hour ripping across Oregon, Nevada, and Arizona, it is all slowing down right here over East Texas and Louisiana. And think of your finger over a hose. When you do that, then the convergence that you're doing with your finger, the divergence that comes actually out is much more accelerated. And that's why we think that explosion of storms happens right here between Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia as we go through the day on Saturday. We'll be back with another edition. Just want to give you a heads up, A, of the severe weather threat in the days to come, and 2, just show you a couple more features that are recently added to our high resolution model. In the meantime, have a fantastic day and stay safe, friends.